Greetings everybody, my name is Trey. Thank you guys for watching this video. Today we're going to talk about why some women are a huge distraction while you're on semen retention, okay? Now before I start explaining everything that I'm about to explain, please know I'm not a perfect person. I'm not that type of person that goes online and make videos acting like somebody that I'm not. No, I fall short too of the glory of God, and by making these videos, I believe this will help me and you at the same time. So let's go ahead and create a brotherhood. Let's talk about it. Hopefully you can relate. Hopefully you can put something down in the comment section to help me out. But with me practicing semen retention off and on for the past 2 years, I do have experience of what I've seen and what it is known to be true. But instead of having semen retention be off and on, it has to be a lifestyle, okay? It has to be a lifestyle, so let's go ahead and talk about it. So the topic is, why are most women a distraction while you're on semen retention? Why you shouldn't really focus on women while you're on semen retention, okay? Number one, when you're on semen retention, okay, and if you're focusing on women, already right there you're messing up. You're messing up because you wasn't born to be focused on women. God didn't create you to be focused on women, right? Because if you're focusing on women, you're not focusing on your purpose, you're not focusing on yourself, and most of all, you're not focusing on God. And focusing on God is the most important thing you could possibly do. Now, I made some notes up there. So if I'm looking away, I'm looking up there, it's because I'm looking at my notes at the same time, okay? One of the things I put down for why some women are, or why most women are a distraction nowadays while you're on semen retention, is because they love to steal your energy. Okay, now let's talk about this. Okay, when you go on social media, what do you usually see? You see a lot of women wanting what? Attention and validation, right? Attention is the highest currency that a woman can get. So when you see that woman on social media, she'll start posting all of this promiscuous pictures, all of this attention-seeking type pictures, and then you see a lot of likes from her, and then you would see a lot of comment sections. A lot of comments on her pictures, right? And so what this does, this builds this ego for that particular woman, right? That's why you see a lot of women nowadays call themselves a 10, call themselves a 15, call themselves a 20, talking about that they're breaking the scale. But really what it is that social media has pushed these women to believe that they're bigger than what they are, but they're really not, right? They're not 10s, 15s, 20. You even have women that call themselves a woman of God, considering that they're a 10. But they're not a woman of God. They just call themselves a woman of God to make themselves feel good and try to separate themselves from the other women, but really they still have the model women mindset, okay? They also steal your energy because when you're focusing on your purpose while you're on semen retention, they're going to feel that energy. They're going to feel that semen energy. I forgot what it is, but they can smell it. I forgot what it's called, but they can smell it, right? They can smell it. And when they look at you, they're like, oh man, I want to mate with this guy. Why is this guy so different? What's going on with this guy's atmosphere? Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. Because I experienced this once. I used to work at the mall. Long story short, there was this Thailand girl that I used to work with at the mall. She was new. And I was on semen retention for at least 5 months, right? I was like 5 months in. And literally the same day, there was a guy that came into the mall just to tell me, hey bro, I feel your energy, right? That same day, a girl asked for my number, and then the girl that I was working with, she wanted to hang out with me. And she looked at almost desperate. And I remember when I got her number, this is when I was still a square. I remember when I got her number and her Instagram information, the first thing she texted me was, hey, can you like my posts on Instagram? Can you call me pretty? Can you call me beautiful? Now, this is when I was still a knucklehead. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like your pictures, whatever the case may be. A couple days later, we smashed. All of my energy went away. And then she told me that I was acting different, that my energy wasn't the same. She was sent by the devil, bro. Okay? So it shows to tell you that when you're on semen retention, bro, these girls will feel your energy, and it's your job to keep that energy within you. I'm telling you, the devil be sending women. I want y'all to write this down. The devil be sending women to get you off of your purpose, to steal your energy. Because most of that energy is from God, and when you connect to God with that energy, bro, I'm telling you, you on fire. You're a warrior. You're a G, for real. You're in the 1% now. You're not like the rest of the men out here that just keep losing the energy and their semen every single second of the day, right? You're completely different. Another thing I would like to say is, well, we did talk about distraction, but I want to add more to the distraction since I put it on there, okay? You gotta understand that most of these women want to take your time, right? They want to take your time away. And it's a distraction because when you're just smashing random women, right? When you're just smashing random women, what are you fulfilling? Well, your ego? You're not fulfilling anything as a man. In fact, you're deflating your purpose. You're deflating your personality. You're deflating your mindset. You're deflating the spiritual relationship that you have with God. Okay? Because to be honest with you, as men, we're supposed to wait till marriage to have sex. Because not every woman in this world deserves our semen, but except for one woman in this world. Okay? And she's a true Proverbs 31 woman. She's a true virtuous woman. Okay? She's a true virtuous woman, and they're rare to find. That's why when you're on semen retention, you'll also build the spirit of discernment, right? You build the spirit of discernment. You can tell which women want attention. No, don't get me wrong. Every woman wants attention. But you can tell which women are thirsty for attention and which women are just super chill. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not cussing nothing like that, but like how Tupac said, I love women, but I hate the B word. I love women, but I hate the B word. Okay? And obviously, I have to be profound. I have to be well-spoken for this video and be professional because I don't want you guys to think that I'm leading you guys astray. I'm not trying to do all that, okay? But you get what I'm saying. And another thing that you guys have to be concerned about is a lot of these women call themselves the Proverbs 31 woman. They call themselves the virtuous woman. They call themselves a woman of God. Be careful, because a lot of these women's actions don't align with the title that they give themselves. Okay, a lot of these women like to call themselves a woman of God when they don't even have a relationship with God. Okay, they call themselves a woman of God when their personality is not aligned with the Proverbs 31 woman that is being demonstrated in the Bible. They only do that to manipulate you into thinking that they're not like the rest of these girls. How can you be a woman of God but have a mindset of a modern woman? Okay. Another one is, this is going to be my last one. It will cause you to sin. Most women nowadays will cause you to sin. It will cause you to sin. I remember one time, I'm going to open up myself up, I don't care. I remember one time when I had phone sex. Okay, I had plenty of phone sex. That's going to be a whole different video, but I remember one of those times where I started to repent to God. I was angry at myself. I was mad. I was like, bro, like, why am I doing that? Right? Because I don't watch pornography. I don't smash random women. But when you put the corn and sex together, that's phone sex. Okay? So I remember one time when I regretted it so bad and I was repentant to God. I remember God had literally came to me, spoke to me in my spirit. He said, distractions, I want you guys to write this down because this will never leave my head. He said, distractions leads to sin. Then sin leads to spiritual hurt. Then spiritual hurt leads right back to distractions, and it's all a cycle. So what I'm saying is, whatever is prompting you to fall into that temptation, you gotta let go of it. You gotta let go of it, because that's the devil's power telling you, oh yeah, you need to watch this, you need to be around this stuff, you need to be around that stuff, when it's not good for you. Remember, Jesus was tempted too while he was fasting. Okay, Jesus was tempted. A lot of people in the Bible were tempted by the devil. But you have to realize, bro, if God is that powerful to where he can say no, he is that powerful to come to us when we go to him. The Bible says for us to go to God during temptation so that way the devil can flee. Okay? And sometimes God allows the devil to mess with you so that way you can have spiritual growth. Because God is trying to prepare you for something. God is trying to use you for excellence for the name of his glory. Okay? And when you're having random sex, when you're sinning, when you're lusting over these women, when you're doing all these things 24/7, how is it possible that you could be focusing on your purpose when you're doing those things? Right? You have to allow yourself to let God take over. You have to let God take over. You have to wear these sunglasses and really see what's really going on with these women nowadays, because look, a lot of women are causing these men to sin, right? You have women out there that would cheat on a man, and now that man had killed that guy that the woman had cheated on with, right? You have guys in the NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever, getting these weird women pregnant out of sin, out of lust, right? And now they have to deal with being a single baby daddy because their game plan worked out, because all she wanted to do was just have sex with that guy and have a baby. And now she's getting a lifelong paycheck until that baby is 18 years old, 19 years old. Okay? A lot of women will cause you to sin. Whether you're on semen retention, whether you're not on semen retention, you got to be careful with your energy and what you put that energy into. Like I said earlier in this video, if you're focusing on women while you're on semen retention, you're not doing it correctly. You're not doing it correctly at all. Okay? Now, I know that maybe you're not used to women giving you attention like that, so it feels kind of good. You know, it's like, I understand. I mean, it feels good. I'm not gonna kid to you, but you have to understand that you got to use that in a positive manner to be like, okay, this is cool and all. This is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not supposed to be focusing on that. I'm not supposed to be focusing on that. Because like I said, you will be wasting your time while you're on semen retention focusing on women, okay? Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, do whatever you guys got to do, man. Let's make this algorithm go for this channel. It's your boy Trey. I love you guys. And remember, don't let these women distract you. And remember, distraction leads to sin. Sin leads to spiritual hurt. The spiritual hurt leads right back to distractions. See you guys next time. Peace.